In this video, I'm going to show you the technique which has been used to make the Lil Yachty meme, which is essentially replacing someone in a video thanks to the power of AI. And now a lot of people already know how to do this, but I'm going to show you how to do it the correct way, and here's what I mean. So here you can see in Premiere Pro, I've got an example, and let me press play. Now you can see the mistake straight away with this one, and if you can't, let me point it out, right? You can actually see the outline. While I've put Keanu Reeves in this video, we can still see Lil Yachty, which makes it look poorly done, basically. The editing is bad, but I'm gonna show you how to get it to look a little something like this, where there's no outline anymore, so it looks a lot cleaner. Take a look. And there's still a few little glitches here and there. But with the techniques that I'm going to be showing you, you're going to be able to do it even cleaner than me. Let's get started. Now, the first tool we need to do this is a tool called Wiggle AI. And I've spoken about this tool a lot on my channel before, and so it's grown a lot in popularity. And they're actually right now having quite a few issues because I think they're getting so much usage. But here's how to do it, right? You want to go to the Discord server of Wiggle AI. I'm going to put the link in the description. And you're going to want to go to one of these animate channels. Then you're just going to want to open up one of the channels. I highly recommend not going for the first one and not for the last one because people just tend to go straight for those. Somewhere maybe in the middle, but basically one that isn't too busy. Then you want to go to the bottom and you want to put in your prompt. And here we're going to do slash, and we want to use mix. I've previously spoken about animate and I've spoken about all of them, but the one to do this we want to use is mix. And here now we've got a few different options. And basically the first thing we're going to do is we're going to input the image that we want to put into the video. So earlier, as I showed you, I had Keanu Reeves. This is the picture. You want the image to be the full body if the video you're putting this character in is also full body. If it's only waist to like head, you should be able to get away with like just a waist to head picture. But because the video I want to do is the Lil Yachty intro, we can see the full body, so I'm going to put Keanu Reeves full body. So I just drag and drop this image in, and then now we need the video. And I actually just downloaded this straight from YouTube, but Wiggle only accepts videos under 30 seconds, so I just quickly trim this video, and I'm just going to drag this video in right here. Now what we want to do is, Wiggle doesn't directly do all of the work for us, but it's going to give us basically Keanu Reeves imitating what Lil Yachty is doing on stage over either a green screen or a white video. And we want to choose green because that will allow us to key it out later on. And then we're prompted on or off for fine tuning, and we want to do on. It takes a little bit of extra time to render, but you get better, more crisper results. So we just do on, and then we hit enter. And now it's thrown into the void of the amount of prompt requests that Wiggle is getting at the moment. And this is what I mean by the fact that it's getting a ton of traffic. And then once it's done, you'll have your video. So we'll just skip to that part. Okay, so Wiggle finally rendered the clip. I had to go through and do it again a few times. But once it's done, and if I drag it into Premiere Pro, it looks a little something like this. And what I want to make sure I do is actually just right click on both, and then I just want to synchronize them by the audio so it's exactly in sync. I'm gonna mute one of them. So we've got a little bit of a leg glitch there, but that's totally fine. Or we could like maybe cut it here, for example. But all I need to do now is just type in Ultra Key into the effects, drag that on, go to the color picker of the Ultra Key in the effects controls, and just select the green screen. And that actually gets rid of it. And if I wanted to get rid of this Wiggle AI watermark, I could actually just pen that out if I really wanted to, just like so, and then just make sure I invert it. So it looks something like that. But again, you'll notice, we've still got Lil Yachty very visible behind Keanu Reeves. Okay, and in the original, it looks super clean, you can't tell. So how do we remove someone from a video? Well, there are ways to do that with artifacts and everything, but that's way too complicated. So again, we're gonna be using AI to speed things up massively. And the tool we're gonna be using to do that is a tool called Runway ML. And once you're on Runway ML, and again, I'm gonna leave the link in the description, we're gonna want to click on View All AI Tools, and then we're going to want to look for In-Painting. And we're gonna click on In-Painting, and here, we're gonna want to upload the original video of Lil Yachty walking on stage. So if I just find it right here, I'm just going to drag and drop it into Runway. And now it's uploading, and then once it's finished uploading, it should appear right here. So it has, and all we're going to do now is just drag, and I'm just going to drop it into the timeline or onto the canvas, same thing. And so now what we want to do, if we've got the brush tool selected at the top, is we're actually just going to want to paint over Lil Yachty. So I'm just going to increase the brush size over here, right? And what we want to do is we want to make sure that we include every little part of Lil Yachty. What a lot of people do is they tend to just paint the skeleton, but we would want to actually kind of overlap a little bit over the sides. You want to be as tight and as clean as possible. So I've gone over a little bit here. I'm working with a trackpad, but essentially you just want to cut him out entirely. As you can see, as I'm going along, he's kind of been painted out of the video. But basically, once we've done this, and I want to make sure I do this on the first frame of the video, by the way, and you'll understand why in just a second. But so I've just done the first frame, and now it's kind of generating to remove him out of the video, and it's going to look a little weird, but that's okay, because remember, we're going to be putting another video here in this spot anyway. This is just going to help it blend in a lot better. But once we've done the first frame, I just want to hit space, and as you can see, it kind of goes through the video, and he appears back a little bit. So he's still taken out in some parts, but the parts where he's not, we can just go through again and we can just paint them out. Just like that. And then we hit space again. And every time it adds in these little keyframes. So we can see his legs again. So I'm going to go back to the brush and we're just going to paint him out in full once again. Going to see if I can remove his hat. Up here we've got a little bit of sleeve coming out. And it's been painted out, his hat again. And this process takes a little bit of time, but you get the idea. And then once you've gone all the way through, it will look a little something like this, depending on how much time you spent on it, right? Remember, the more time you spend, the cleaner it will look. But essentially, I'm just painting out as much of him as possible. This kind of looks pretty clean, just like so. As you can see, Lil Yachty is no longer visible. What you have to do is you just want to click on export at the top. And here, we can only export in 720p because I don't have a played plan, but you can upgrade if you want to. But I'm just going to click export. And now I need to go back to my assets page. So I can click go to export. And then once this is actually finished rendering, I can download it and then we're going to import it into Premiere. And again, this takes time to render and export, but once it's done, we can go back into Premiere Pro and I'm just going to drag this video up one and we can actually even just disable this video layer. So we've got Keanu Reeves over nothing. And here I can take the video that I've literally just painted over with Runway and we can take a look. So as you can see here, it looks really crisp and clean. Little something with the mic there because I accidentally painted that out. If we go back, we can also see some imperfections, but I could have spent a little bit more time painting this out, but it looks way cleaner than if we were to have this instead. So that is how to make the Lil Yachty meme and replace someone in the video with AI using Viggle AI and Runway ML. Hope you found this video helpful. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Any questions, let me know in the comment section below. Peace out.